Imagine that when you are born, you are handed a book, not a book written by hands or ink, but one that breathes with you, living, shifting, echoing your every thought, action, and choice. At first, the pages seem blank, waiting patiently for your story to begin. But as you turn them, you notice strange inscriptions already carved into the early chapters, stories you don't remember writing. You ask yourself, who wrote these lines? And more importantly, why? This is no ordinary book. It's the blueprint of your soul, the soul's manual, a mysterious map containing lessons you must learn, patterns you must break, and truths you are destined to uncover. But here's the catch: no one taught you how to read it. Throughout time, mystics, sages, and spiritual teachers have tried to decode this inner script. From the deserts of Egypt to the forests of India, from sacred temples to ancient libraries, they whispered of a truth that hides behind the physical world, the truth of who you are and why you are here. And yet, the real guide was never out. It was always inside you, etched in dreams, symbols, emotions, synchronicities, and quiet inner knowing. Ancient civilizations didn't see the soul as a vague, abstract concept. They believed it had structure, memory, and direction. In Egypt, the soul was split into multiple components: Ka, Ba, each with its own function and fate. Initiates spent years in silence, shadow, and sacred ceremony to align with Ma, the universal order, so their soul could pass judgment and return to the stars. In India, the soul is called Eta, Man, a spark of the eternal Brahman. The Upanishads say, Tat Tavam Asi, you are that. The divinity you search for is already within, but illusion Maya blinds you. Only through deep meditation, self-inquiry, and detachment can you peel away the layers and remember your true nature. And once you do, the soul is no longer trapped in the cycle of karma. It returns home. Plato, in ancient Greece, envisioned the soul as a charioteer battling two horses, one wild, ruled by desire, the other noble, guided by reason. Harmony is the goal. Philosophy, to him, was the soul's medicine, a way to recall forgotten truths from a higher realm and escape the cave of illusion. But if the soul carries a manual, is everything pre-written? Are we simply playing out a script we can't change? Not quite. In Jewish Kabbalah, there's the idea of tikkun olam, repairing the world, and by extension repairing the soul. Every soul, it is said, descends with a mission. Sometimes it completes it in one lifetime. Sometimes it returns again and again, until it learns what it came to master. These aren't punishments. They're opportunities for transformation. The soul's journey is not linear. It spirals, revisits, deepen. Signs of your soul's mission are everywhere. In the patterns that repeat, in the passions that burn, in the pain that persists. What you fear most often holds the key. What draws you in inexplicably might be a soul memory urging you to remember. Dreams, déjà vu, sudden clarity during stillness, all pages from that hidden book, trying to reach. But the question remains, how do you read it? The first step is attention. Start listening not to the noise outside, but to the silence within. That quiet voice that nudges you toward growth, warns you when you're straying, and lights up when you're aligned. The second is reflection. Look at your life as a symbolic narrative. Every relationship, challenge, and turning point has meaning. What role are you playing in your own story? Hero? Victim, creator, and finally intention. Live as though your choices matter, because they do. You may not control what was written before your arrival, but every page forward is yours to shape. With awareness, you can rewrite the end. Your soul's manual is not locked away in mystery. It's alive in every moment, waiting for you to awaken, to decode, and to reclaim the wisdom that was always yours. Open the book, read between the lines, and begin. Mission your soul came here to fulfill. Every repeated pattern, every strange coincidence, every dream that lingers with you after waking, these are not trivial. They are the whispers of your soul, guiding you gently back to your path. Understanding this guidance begins with slowing down and paying attention. Most of us move through life so fast, we barely notice the spiritual breadcrumbs left in our path. But when we pause, reflect, and listen, we start to notice the deeper rhythm that flows beneath the noise. And that rhythm is the language of the soul. Let's go back to Jung's idea of archetypes. These universal characters and symbols like the hero, the shadow, the wise old man, or the sacred child appear not only in ancient myths, but also in your personal story. If you keep facing the same kind of struggle, it might be your soul replaying a lesson you haven't yet integrated. If you feel drawn to a certain myth, story, or character, it could reflect your own journey. Your personal experiences are mirrors. What you fear, desire, avoid, or attract reveals the very script your soul is working. That's why inner work is so essential. The more you become aware of your own reactions, emotional triggers, and repeated patterns, the more clearly you begin to see the script playing out beneath your daily life. Journaling, meditation, dream analysis, these are powerful tools, not just for self-reflection, but for decoding the deeper meaning behind your experiences. But awareness alone is not enough. To truly read your soul's manual, you must engage with your life actively and courageously. The signs will show up, yes, but it's your job to follow them. Say you keep encountering the number 11. You can dismiss it as coincidence, or you can ask, what am I thinking in this moment? What is life trying to show me? Maybe it's a nudge to begin again, to wake up, to break a pattern and choose different. Nature also plays a key role. The ancient world knew this well. From the movement of the planets to the migration of birds, everything was seen as part of a grand cosmic dialogue. Today, many still use astrology to understand their energetic blueprint, the unique vibration you were born with. Your birth chart isn't fate. It's a map. It shows tendency, potential challenges, and your most aligned path. But like any map, it's useless unless you walk the journey. The soul's manual is both a guide and a mystery. It holds clear signs, but it also leaves room for free will. You are not a prisoner of destiny. You are a co-creator of it. Your choices matter. The meaning you assign to each experience shapes how your journey unfolds. Just as a reader interprets a novel, you are meant to interpret your own story. This is the dance between destiny and freedom. Some pages may already be written, your gifts, your wounds, your deepest desire, but the chapters ahead are still forming. With awareness and intention, you can choose how the story unfolds. You can break cycles that no longer serve you. You can claim the lessons buried in the pain. You can follow the signs that call you home. So how do you begin? First, pay attention. Notice what repeats, what draws you, what challenges you. Second, reflect deeply. Ask what these signs might mean, not just on the surface, but symbolically. Use dreams, emotions, synchronicities and archetypes as your guide. Third, take action. Your soul's manual is not a passive read, it's a living invitation. The more you act on your truth, the more clearly the path reveals itself. And finally, trust that the signs are real, that your soul is always guiding you, that the answers are not outside but within. You were born with a manual. Now is the time to read it. The manual of your soul unfolds through the recurring themes that appear in your life. Notice how certain relationships echo familiar ending, or how specific challenges keep resurfacing. These cycles aren't coincidences. They are coded messages from your soul, signaling lessons that need attention and growth. These repeating experiences act as mirrors, reflecting unresolved wounds or unhealed parts of yourself. They invite you to dive deeper, to recognize patterns, and understand what your soul is trying to communicate. By embracing this awareness, you begin to align more closely with your true purpose. The soul's manual isn't hidden in some ancient text or faraway library. It's etched in your very being. Every encounter, every challenge, every serendipitous moment is a page written in the story of your soul's journey. The key is learning to read these signs with trust and openness, tuning into the wisdom that has always been within you, waiting to be remembered. These repeating patterns often reflect karmic cycles, spiritual lessons that the soul must navigate to evolve. In Buddhist philosophy, karma isn't punishment, it's a compassionate teacher. Every difficult situation is a fresh canvas, an opportunity to rewrite your story and grow beyond past limitations. If you find yourself drawn into toxic relationships repeatedly, it signals an inner wound begging for healing. If you feel trapped in a career that drains you, it may be your soul urging you to discover and step into your authentic calling. These messages are essential checkpoints on your path towards self-realization. The Akashic Records, an ancient concept of a cosmic library, suggests that every life experience is recorded in a universal energetic field. Through deep spiritual connection, we can access this archive to uncover the hidden reasons behind the cycles and challenges in our lives, revealing the deeper meaning beneath the surface. Each person arrives in this life with unique gifts and natural inclinations, talents that often emerge early in childhood. Why does one soul feel compelled to create music, while another is drawn to healing or storytelling? These innate abilities are clues embedded within your soul's blueprint, guiding you toward your life's purpose. Before incarnating, your soul is imprinted with specific missions and abilities. These are not random. They form the foundation of your journey. Ignoring these gifts is like refusing to read the map you've been given without guidance. It's easy to feel lost or disconnected from your true self. Astrology offers one of the most detailed maps of the soul's journey. Your natal chart acts as a cosmic blueprint, highlighting key elements like the North Node, which reveals your soul's intended mission in this lifetime. It points toward lessons to be learned, potentials to be realized, and paths that lead to fulfillment. Paying attention to these indicators isn't about fatalism, it's about empowerment. It's about using the tools and insights available to you to navigate life with intention and clarity. When you embrace your natural gifts and face your recurring patterns, you move from confusion to conscious living. The journey to understanding your soul's manual is ultimately a journey back to yourself. It invites you to awaken to the wisdom hidden in your experiences and the subtle messages scattered throughout your life. It calls for patience, courage, and a willingness to explore your inner landscape. When you decode your soul's messages, you unlock the ability to transform old wounds into wisdom, confusion into clarity, and obstacles into stepping stones. The soul's manual becomes a living guide, one that supports you as you grow, heal, and step more fully into your authentic power. This process is ongoing. Life will continue to present lessons in new forms, and your awareness will deepen over time. But as you learn to read and trust the signs, you'll discover a profound truth. Your life is not random. It is a sacred story unfolding, written by your soul and waiting for you to engage with it fully. By embracing the patterns, gifts, and cosmic messages woven through your existence, you begin to live with purpose and alignment. You become the author of your soul's story, turning the pages with awareness, courage, and love. When we stray from our true path, feelings of frustration, confusion, and a deep existential emptiness often follow. The manual of the soul isn't hidden in any physical book. It's etched into our experiences, symbols, and unique talents. But to truly understand this manual, we must learn the language it speaks. The soul communicates through symbols, emotions, and repeating patterns. So how do we interpret these messages? Often emotional blocks, outdated beliefs, and the constant noise of everyday life cloud our ability to tap into this profound wisdom. To decode the soul's guidance, we need to approach life with clarity and presence. The soul doesn't shout, it whispers. In our noisy, fast-paced world, its voice often gets lost beneath rational thoughts and societal pressures. Ancient spiritual traditions from Zen Buddhism to Sufism remind us that the soul's wisdom is only accessible when we create space for stillness and deep listening. Zen Buddhism teaches the practice of satori, a sudden awakening that happens when the mind clears, opening us to a deeper intuition. Likewise, Sufi mystics engage in repetitive chanting and sacred dance to reach elevated states of consciousness, connecting more deeply with their soul. The crucial insight is this: soul wisdom doesn't arise when we're desperate or forcing answers. Instead, it surfaces in moments of silence, surrender, and stillness. Practices like meditation, spending time in nature, and honest self-reflection help this inner manual reveal itself more clearly. Yet, even as we try to access this wisdom, we may feel blocked. That barrier is often fear. Fear of uncovering painful truths about ourselves. Fear of letting go of old beliefs that once made us feel safe. Fear of facing wounds that have long been buried. Shamanic traditions teach that unhealed soul wounds create the biggest blocks on our spiritual path. These wounds show up as recurring negative patterns or emotional stagnation, keeping us stuck and unable to move forward. To unlock the manual of the soul, these wounds must be faced and healed. Shadow work, popularized by Carl Jung, offers a powerful way to do this. It involves bravely confronting and integrating the hidden parts of ourselves, the shadows we deny or repress. By doing this, we release trapped energy, allowing clarity and alignment with our soul's true purpose to return. Besides meditation and shadow work, other spiritual tools help us understand the soul's messages. The Akashic Records, often described as a cosmic library, hold the memories of our soul's journey, offering insights into our past, present, and potential futures. Spiritual astrology reveals karmic patterns and life themes encoded in our birth chart. It can illuminate recurring challenges and gifts, helping us see our life's roadmap more clearly. Through these insights, we learn to navigate with greater awareness and intention. Our soul's manual is not a rigid script written in stone, but a dynamic guide that evolves as we grow. Every symbol, every challenge, and every intuitive nudge is a thread in the intricate tapestry of our soul's story. Learning to read this language allows us to step into greater self-understanding and fulfillment. This journey requires patience, courage, and an open heart. It asks us to slow down, listen deeply, and trust the subtle guidance that often comes in the form of feelings, synchronicities, and dreams. The soul's language is subtle, but unmistakable when we attune ourselves. By embracing the symbols and patterns in our lives, by healing our shadows, and by creating space for quiet reflection, we begin to uncover the profound wisdom written within us. This wisdom is the key to living authentically, aligned with our deepest purpose. Ultimately, the manual of the soul invites us back home to ourselves. It is a call to awaken to the truth that has always been inside, waiting for us to listen, understand, and live it fully. Our lives are shaped by invisible forces, and the wisdom of ancient practices, like tarot or oracle cards, offers profound insight by reflecting the current state of our soul's journey. Dreams, too, act as a secret language of the unconscious, filled with symbolic images that unlock hidden truths within us. The manual of the soul is always present, waiting to be read, but we must learn its language. Unlocking this wisdom isn't just an intellectual exercise, it's a transformative journey toward living more authentic. So, How do we apply this deep knowledge in daily life? How do we align our choices, feelings, and actions with the purpose of our soul? The first key lies in self-observation. Through mindfulness, we heighten our awareness of the subtle messages and signs the soul sends us. Pay close attention to recurring symbols, patterns, or emotions. They are like cosmic road signs guiding us. Carry a journal to record these moments. Have you noticed the same numbers or symbols appearing repeatedly? Maybe certain challenges or opportunities arise at key times in your life. These patterns are not random. They reflect the blueprint of your soul. The second key is making decisions that honor your true essence. Many of us drift through life making choices based on fear, social pressure, or fleeting comfort, instead of tuning in to what truly energizes our spirit. When you learn to listen deeply to your inner voice, your decisions naturally steer you closer to your authentic self and the life you are destined to live. Finally, trust the unfolding process. Healing and self-discovery take time, and the manual of the soul reveals itself gradually. The more committed you are to your journey, the clearer your inner wisdom becomes, and the more illuminated your path grows. When you embrace these keys: mindful observation, alignment with your inner truth, and trust in life's timing, you begin to live in harmony with your soul's deeper purpose. When faced with an important choice, ask yourself, does this expand me or restrict me? Does it bring me closer to my most authentic self or push me away? And if fear were absent, what would I choose? True alignment happens when you live from authenticity, not external expectation. Society, culture, and upbringing often dictate choices that offer temporary satisfaction or social approval. But genuine alignment comes from within, from heeding the still, small voice that nourishes your soul and guides you toward a meaningful life. If you find yourself torn between several options, try this simple exercise. Close your eyes and picture each possibility. Notice how your body responds. A sense of lightness, peace, or excitement signals alignment. Conversely, heaviness or discomfort can indicate misalignment. Your body is a wise compass, reflecting the truth of your soul's desires. By cultivating this awareness, you become an active participant in your own story, one who reads the manual of the soul rather than living blindly. You start recognizing that every challenge, coincidence, or recurring theme has a purpose, offering lessons and opportunities for growth. Remember, the soul communicates in subtle ways through symbols, emotions, and life pattern. It invites you to slow down, listen deeply, and trust yourself. Your unique journey unfolds as you connect with this inner guidance. Ultimately, the manual of the soul calls us to rediscover ourselves, embracing both light and shadow, joy and struggle, as parts of a sacred whole. By paying attention to the signs, aligning with your essence, and trusting the process, you move closer to a life of fulfillment, purpose, and peace. Every step you take toward understanding your soul's messages is a step toward greater freedom and authentic living. Open your heart to this ancient wisdom and watch as your life transforms, guided by the quiet, powerful voice of your own soul. That option is not the right one. The body acts as a direct channel of communication for the soul, and learning to truly listen to it can guide you more accurately than the mind alone. Our thoughts are often influenced by outside forces, opinions, fears, or societal pressures, but the body holds the authentic wisdom of your soul. It responds naturally to what aligns with your true self, and signals discomfort when something doesn't fit. Trusting these physical sensations provides a deeper, clearer understanding of your path forward. The third key is healing the blockages that keep you from accessing your inner wisdom. You cannot read the manual of your soul if your vision is blurred by fear, resentment, or emotional wounds. These blockages are like layers of dust covering the lens through which you view your true purpose. Healing is essential for lifting that fog and revealing the clarity hidden beneath. Start by writing down the limiting beliefs, fears, or emotional wounds that weigh you down. Simply acknowledging these inner barriers is the first step toward releasing their hold on you. Read your notes aloud and express gratitude for the lessons these challenges have taught you. Gratitude is a powerful force in the healing process. It shifts your perspective from victimhood to empowerment, to symbolize letting go. Try burning the paper with the intention of releasing old pain and moving forward. This act is more than ritual. It's a conscious declaration of freedom from the past. Healing practices like meditation, energy work, shadow work, or forgiveness help remove the layers blocking your soul's voice. These tools reconnect you with your inner essence, mend what has been broken, and open channels for deeper insight and understanding. Simply knowing that the soul has a manual is just the beginning. What truly matters is using this knowledge to transform your life and live with purpose. Throughout this journey, we've uncovered the existence of a sacred, hidden map within each of us, a unique guide that directs us through the experiences, symbols, and lessons shaping our spiritual evolution. This map is not fixed, it's dynamic and ever-changing. It evolves with every choice you make, every lesson you learn, and every step you take toward your true self. There is one final revelation, a profound truth to grasp. The manual of the soul is not etched in stone. It's being written anew with each moment, shaped by your decisions and action. Many spiritual traditions teach that destiny is sealed, that the soul's path is predetermined and unchangeable. Yet, the real truth is far more liberating and mysterious. The idea of a fixed fate is an illusion that limits your potential. While some aspects of your journey might be set, you hold the power to influence how the story unfolds. Your choices, big or small, act as brushstrokes, painting the canvas of your life. Your soul's manual is not a closed book. It's a blank scroll waiting to be filled. Each day you have the chance to add new chapters, rewrite old ones, or even create an entirely new narrative. Understanding this truth means embracing responsibility, not as a burden, but as freedom. You are not trapped by your past, nor confined by unseen forces. Instead, you are the co-creator of your reality, empowered to design a life that reflects your deepest values and highest purpose. As you move forward, remember that the manual you seek is alive within you, flowing through your experiences, your thoughts, and your feelings. The key is to listen deeply, heal patiently, and choose consciously. When you do, you will unlock the wisdom your soul has been waiting to share. You will find clarity in confusion, strength in struggle, and purpose in every step. This journey is yours alone, yet it connects you to the greater whole, a vast cosmic dance, where your unique story intertwines with the infinite. Keep reading your soul's manual with an open heart and a curious mind. Write it with intention and courage. The power to create a meaningful, authentic life is already in your hands. Every step you take, every experience you go through, and every moment of awakening you encounter is part of a larger journey. In ancient mysticism, there is a powerful teaching: the greatest illusion of existence is forgetting who we truly are. We get caught up in the distractions of the material world, losing sight of our higher self and the deeper purpose that calls us from within. But once you start to decode the language of your soul, pay attention to synchronicities, listen to your body's signals, heal your wounds, and embrace your authentic self, you begin to remember. You reconnect with the divine blueprint that has always lived inside. Knowledge without action is empty. Now that you understand the soul's manual is living, breathing, and constantly unfolding, the real question is, what will you do with this truth? Today, I invite you to make a promise to yourself. Start paying close attention to the signs around you. Life is always speaking, but only those who are truly awake can hear its subtle language. It speaks through the quiet whispers of your intuition, the sensations in your body, and the remarkable coincidences that can't be ignored. Make it a daily habit to listen deep. When you do, you'll begin to recognize the patterns and messages that point you toward your genuine path. Make choices that honor your true essence. Don't drift through life on autopilot. Every decision you make is a chance to write a new chapter in your soul's story. When your actions align with your core self, you move closer to living fully and freely. Healing is a continuous process, not a one-time event. Every step you take toward healing reveals more clarity and strengthens your connection to your soul's purpose. Face what needs your attention. Do not shy away from your shadow self. Each wound you heal clears the pages of your soul's manual, making room for new wisdom and growth. Healing isn't a straight path. It involves revisiting old pains, releasing their grip, and transforming them into strength. Through this process you become more whole, more aligned with your authentic truth. Live with intention and purpose. You are not here by accident. There is no random coincidence in your existence. Every soul carries a unique mission, even if it's not always immediately clear. Your task is to seek what ignites your spirit, what fuels your passion, and then make that your purpose. The soul's journey isn't about fitting into society's expectations. It's about uncovering your true calling and embracing it wholeheartedly. That is where real fulfillment lives. Here's one final secret. You already possess all the answers you seek. Many look outside books, teachers, belief systems, hoping to find guidance. But the truth is, your soul's manual has been with you all along, waiting for you to open. The wisdom of the universe flows through your veins, resting quietly in your heart. You only need to remember how to listen. The answers aren't somewhere out there. They've been inside you from the very beginning, patiently waiting for you to hear them. The question now is, are you ready to open your soul's manual? Are you ready to embrace the journey of self-discovery, healing, and purposeful living? The path is yours to walk, and every step brings you closer to the truth you were always meant to live. If this message speaks to you, then you're part of a growing community of truth seekers, people ready to awaken to their own unique paths. By subscribing, liking, and sharing this video, you help spread this awakening far and wide, allowing more souls to reconnect with their deeper purpose. Together we embark on a journey to unravel the mysteries of the universe, to understand the language of the soul, and to live with intention and clarity. Take a moment now and ask yourself, What signs has your soul been sending that you've overlooked? What subtle messages have passed by unnoticed in the noise of daily life? These are not random occurrences, but deliberate signals guiding you toward your true self. Maybe it's a recurring number, a dream, or an unexpected encounter. These are clues waiting for you to pause, reflect, and embrace their meaning. This journey of self-discovery is continuous, and every day brings a new opportunity to decode the messages meant just for you. By subscribing, liking, and sharing this video, you help spread this awakening far and wide, allowing more souls to reconnect with their deeper purpose. Together, we embark on a journey to unravel the mysteries of the universe, to understand the language of the soul, and to live with intention and clarity. Take a moment now and ask yourself, what signs has your soul been sending that you've overlooked? What subtle messages have passed by unnoticed in the noise of daily life? These are not random occurrences, but deliberate signals guiding you toward your true self. Maybe it's a recurring number, a dream, or an unexpected encounter. These are clues waiting for you to pause, reflect, and embrace their meaning. This journey of self-discovery is continuous, and every day brings a new opportunity to decode the messages meant just for you.